What's up? What's up? I got a little bit of time until I get ready to go to the almond raid. So give me a second to get everything set up. All right, there we go. Hook that yarn if you want to come in. Any of y'all want to join me? Hey, VJ. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm frogging today. Let's see if I can just go back a little bit further. Nope. Don't look like it. Yeah, that's as far as it's gonna go. So I had made some fingerless gloves last year, and I didn't like them because they ended up being too big. So I'm frogging it, and they're cotton too, so they're a little bit heavier feeling than I would like. So I'm gonna make since I got that book that Granny D and I've been talking about. This is what sucks about this is you can't YouTube lags behind StreamYard, so you have to look at StreamYard to see up to what we're doing. But then it's like a little delay before YouTube sees it. So yeah, so I'm frogging those gloves. Hello, Jet One In. Is that a troll? Yeah. Hey, Steve. What's up? What's up? There you go. Y'all can play Whack a Troll. You think they have better things to do than mess with us? Like do some homework, get a job, pay some bills. This is some of that Sage Premier Cotton from the dollar store. I just reminded you have homework. Oh. I love this color. Um, yeah, it's sage. Hey, Brian, Michelle. I am doing good. I am hanging out with y'all, frogging this real quick. Try and work on that scarf of odds and ends before I go to raid on, with my guild on World of Warcraft. And I found some pink stuff to send to to send to, I guess I sent it to V, or I might look and see if we got any local cancer hat donations going on for next month. I'll get it to them. And y'all can post y'all link, just type purple. Yeah, I was going through all my cotton, and my daughter, sometimes when she goes to the dollar store, she'll buy some cotton yarn. She knows where I keep it at. So I went over there and I was like, almost threw up. I looked in my drawer and it's like all this pink cotton yarn in my drawer. Now this was like a dishy sampler, so I had no control over that one. But yeah, she had all this, a bag worth of that. This, yes, this is a shawl, and it's that the Lala, um, what did she call it? But it's Lala from the Knit Girls. It's her shawl pattern, but it's, I did it with hand spun yarn. It's an easy knit, real easy knit. Let me see if I can find the name of it for you real quick. Uh, and y'all might hear people coming in and out from the game speaking. And if they get a little rambunctious, then I'll take and put them on mute. Mm. Hey Digger, I'm doing a live YouTube, so send me a message on Facebook when we're ready to do the ZA.
What now?
I'm on a live YouTube, so send me a message on Facebook when we're ready to do ZA. I'm gonna mute y'all.
What are you live YouTube at?
Yarn.
Oh, cool.
All right, let me see if I can find that shawl. If I didn't want to find it, it'd be popping up in my search queries. Let me go to my library and look there. Another easy shawl is the boneyard shawl. Anybody's looking at that one. Lala Simple Shawl. Laura Linneman. Let me see. Let me get the link for y'all real quick. So that's the shawl link. Yeah, and it was just like because I carry my drop spindles with me everywhere. So basically, I took the yarn that was on different drop spindles and plied it, and then knit the shawl from that. It wasn't like purposely spun for that. It's just like odds and ends off my bobbins and spindles. And because I wanted to actually do something with my hand spun for it. And so I did this one, and I did one called the Shaylin shawl, but I gave that to my friend in Pennsylvania. They have a sheep farm, and I buy what is that sheep called? Hold up. It's the Navajo sheep, the churro, and they have churro sheep on their farm. And when I thought I wanted to weave, I had purchased fleece for them, and so I became good friends with them. I would visit with their booth every time I go to Maryland Sheep and Wool, and so I made her and her mom shawls for my hand spun. And those are really the only things I've ever really done with my hand spun. Other than I have one hat that has some like hand spun that I use, and uh, and then it also has. Let me see. I think it's over here. I like to combine knitting and crochet. So this hat is made with some hand spun alpaca. The top part is crochet, and then this the brim bottom part to the brim is knit. Um, and so this is some alpacas, like some gray alpaca, some cream, some rose. It's called rose gray because it actually is a kind of a pinkish gray color. And yeah, so it's fun project. I did this last year, but I rarely use my hand spin. I need to use it more often. But for me, it's the actual process of spinning. You weave. Awesome. I have a Hella loom. I used to have a floor loom. I traded it when I realized looming won't for me. I traded it with my friend for her Marja Craft Rose spinning wheel. Tempting you, tempting you how? I know some of that premium cotton is flyaway. It's fuzzy. My water's almost gone. That means my grandbaby been in it. Every morning I make do me a big glass of ice water, and then she comes in here. I'm thirsty, and she sits there and sucks it up. Oh, my friend Ashley, she she's learning to weave, and she used my hand spun in a project. Let me see if I can find that picture. Pictures of There it is. Hmm. Maybe I saved it on my phone and didn't save it on my computer. Um, okay, I found it. She sent it to me on Messenger, so that should make this easy to share it with y'all. All right, there it is. Let me know when y'all can see it. But that's the scarf she made using my um, hand spun yarn for the work and the weft. Hmm. She took a picture for me, and I said, "Where'd you get a picture that makes me look like I got black eyes? Like I got somebody punched me in my face." See, that's what she had on when she was working on it. That picture there. Okay. Um, I think that's the Ashley, like the knitter's loom, like the table one that she uses. I'm not sure why this is stuck unless the yarn got split. It probably did. Yeah, looks like the yarn got split over there. So I'll probably have to cut it. Hey, Jeannie, did you get your mail yet? I was talking to y'all the other day in the chat, so I don't think y'all was seeing me. Um, so if you want to come up, if you feel like coming up, if you feel better today, all right, I'll check my email. I don't know, Google been acting weird. I haven't been getting notifications sometimes when I get mail. I'm only gonna be on. Let me see. I think we start at 8 Eastern, so unless they start the raid early, so I'm just ripping back a project, and if I have time, I'll be casting on another project. Yeah. So yeah, this yarn is a little spitty, and I probably wasn't paying attention when I was crocheting, so it's gonna have to be cooked. I'm gonna have to do some surgery. Mm, yeah, yeah, yeah. Surgery. There you go. Yep. Let it rip. No, I'm gonna be going with my guild on a it's a video game. I'm gonna be going on a raid. Yeah, I'm be playing my video game. There we go. Hey, hey, Lane. So did you decide what type of neck you want to put on that Charlie Lane, or cow neck, or turtleneck, or something in between? Just like a light ribbon, just to bring in the shoulder some more. You know you can pick up the stitches and knit a ribbon for that cow around the neckline. Oh, let me check. Is anybody in the basement? I ain't checked. Nope, nobody's in the basement. And stuff making me want to sneeze. Hey, Dreeny. The link is posted. And type purple for to put your channel link up. All right. So, and also when I did that sample order from We Crochet, they sent me this too. And it's an Aran heavy worsted 50-gram ball. It has 7% cotton, 30% nylon, machine wash, tumble dry. I'm trying to see the yardage on it. Mamacita, ¿cómo estás?
I'm okay. I'm just having a bad fibro flare up. I just have a lot of pain in my neck and in my shoulders, but I
Girl,
know.
make you some ginger tea.
And I went shopping and I forgot to buy ginger, and that's one of the main things I wanted to buy, and I totally forgot.
I love ginger tea.
Me too. I
I
love it.
love it.
I usually have, like, I usually buy the root and I make it fresh,
Mhm.
and I also
Yeah.
have the bags for backup. And I didn't have any, and I
Do
totally
you
did
you don't have any in your kitchen cupboards for baking? You can use that.
not. No. Oh,
No?
you know what? No, yo, you're right. I have
Yeah.
to spice ginger because I've done
Yeah.
that too. Yeah, I
Use
do. I
that.
have. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Thank you for reminding me. Shoot, I do have. I have like two
That's
bottles.
what my grandma. That's actually what my grandma used to make ours with. The Because she could buy that big
Yeah, the container thing.
container. Yeah.
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 Okay. Yeah. You're right. But other than that, I'm hanging in there, hanging in there. But I did get the yarn, and I did say it I don't know where in the live, but I love it. It's so pretty. It's different. It's a different yarn. It's gorgeous. Thank you
Yep.
so much.
You're welcome. Thank
And I
you for sending me the blue yarn.
Oh no, you're welcome. And what's her name? Dreamy. I saw hers too. It was very pretty. She liked it. Hi, Kelly. So what you working on now?
I was frogging some fingerless gloves because I didn't like the way the pattern turned out. I got to tweak the pattern because I want the bobbles to just be. I have big hands, so I
Okay.
was making them for me.
Uh-huh.
But the bobbles weren't centered on the back of my hand where I want them at. So
Oh,
I got to tweak the pattern some more so that the design is on the back of my hands.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it ain't nothing but a thing. They were crochet. It didn't take me long anyway. I think I was with my daughter. She was at a show because she sells her illustrations and stuff at some of the Comic Cons and stuff. And so I was
Mm-hmm.
just sitting there with something to do. So I got to
Um.
finish the scrap scarf. So this is how far I am with that.
Oh wow.
So the scrap scarf and then
Nice.
after I do the scrap scarf, um I'm gonna use the do rag pattern in here, and I'm gonna do it with
Oh, is that knit and pray? I got
yeah.
that
Did
book.
you get yours?
Yeah, I got one a while ago.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I want to do that do rag. It's a kerchief. I can't stand do rag and it's a kerchief. When I think do rag, I think of the do rags black men wear over their head hair for their
Yeah, I
waves.
know which
It
one.
don't look
Yeah.
nothing like that.
No,
So
no, it's nothing. No.
cultural appropriation. I'm just kerchief in that book. That kerchief. So when I do my kerchief, I'm gonna be using the rest of my scrap, so it'll be real colorful.
What is
So
it, Kirchhoff? I'm not sure of that word.
kerchief, Kerchief. It's just a triangular shaped headscarf.
So it's kind of like because I was gonna say,
Yeah,
isn't the
it's like
book
a shawl. Yeah.
like, yeah, okay, okay,
hmm But it's like you start making the dishcloth, like
yeah.
you
This
started
is
making
what
the
I.
dishcloth, and then you stopped
Hmm.
at a certain length, and then you put a I-cord each end, or you could just tie, you know,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
That's what I was wondering because of the sides. I did make this.
yeah, like a handkerchief. But they call it a
Yeah.
kerchief over in Germany. They just call it a kerchief.
Oh,
Kerchief.
okay.
Yeah.
I made this, and I,
Like what Cinderella had on in the cartoon. Her
yeah,
little ragged
yeah,
child
yeah,
red, a kerchief.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that's handkerchief.
But
Okay,
yeah,
I got
that's what yarn are you using for that?
this. I finished it. I'm gonna give this to my girlfriend, and I'm gonna make me one the same. But the yarn that I'm using is the Caron Chunky Cakes. This is a new color. It's called Jelly, I think.
Mm.
Um, where is the color?
You know what?
Rainbow Jellies. It's called Rainbow Jellies.
Rainbow jellies.
Yeah, and it's a chunky yarn, but this came out a little small, and my girlfriend liked this, so I gave it to her. But this is just, I'm a newbie knitter. It's just been
Mm.
like a year that I've been knitting with needles anyway. It's
So
that.
are the spots intentional in the yarn, or is it from the bleed over?
No, the yarn has like it has that like
So
little.
it's intentional. Okay.
I think it is honestly
Yeah.
because see you see the green
Yeah.
like the blue, yeah, yeah, they all
Yeah.
have it. So I'm
That's
guessing
one of the
it is.
reasons that I was kind of like turned off to the Karen cakes is it would have that bleed through in
Yeah,
places. It would drive me nuts because I would cut it and I would do a Russian join and then I would keep going because that would just, especially if you were doing something where you wanted all your colors to be the same
yeah, like
throughout.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
But
this actually,
that looks
I
intentional.
yeah, this looks intentional, and it
Yeah.
worked up where the color. I didn't color control. I just went
Yeah,
straight
yeah,
through.
like sprinkles
So
or
it
like
came.
random jelly beans.
Yeah, yeah. So I like the fact that it did that. It's not right smack in the middle. The color didn't change. But I like it. I really like it. And this is that pattern that it's actually a dishcloth. That was the first thing that
Yeah,
I learned to
grandmother's
knit.
dishcloth. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
the first thing I learned to knit on the needles. So I've made a few cowls using that pattern and shawls. So and I like it. So
hey Nana
I'm
Michelle.
I'm making me one now. I went because I was literally 20 stitches just to bind off, and it was an orange, and I had no yarn that matched that I could, try to. So I went and I got the last two cakes yesterday at Michael's when I went shopping, and I said, okay, I'll just use the two cakes to make me one, so it'll be a little bit bigger because I like it more. I like it big, like kind of like a blankie, like. Yes, that's exactly who I learned from. Hook that yarn. But she's her name is Bonnie Bay. They call it Bobby Bay dishcloth. But I don't know. The lady that I watched the video and I actually got to meet her in person a couple of weeks ago. Her name is Bonnie Bay Barker. Very nice lady. She knits and crochets. She crochets more than she knits. She has a lot of books out.
Yeah, but
So
that grandmother's dishcloth has been around since forever,
centuries. Yeah, yeah.
forever. Yeah.
And it's so simple to make. And I also made a baby blanket using it. I did like
Mhm.
the just like a dishcloth, of
Yeah.
course, I just made it bigger and I made a baby blanket and
Yeah.
it came out really nice.
And another one is that I posted a link for that Lala simple shawl. That's the pattern for my the one that I did with my hand spun behind me. It's called Lala simple shawl. And so
Yeah,
then you
I want to
teaching you
learn
how
to
to do
make
the
that. I like
spine.
the spine. I like
Yeah,
that. Yeah, that came out
that'll
really
teach you how
nice.
to do the spine. And so
Yeah,
that will look good with carrot cakes too.
yeah, that came out really pretty. The colors on that.
It's very, very easy to do.
Is that like called yarn overs, the spine? That's how they do that?
Yeah,
Okay.
you put stitch markers where you don't she'll tell you in the pattern where to put your stitch markers.
Yeah.
And it's like when you come to the first stitch marker, you slip the stitch marker, you yarn, you just follow the instructions.
What
And that's
whose pattern is it so I could write it down?
it's here, let me see if I can still paste it again.
Okay. Thank you.
There we go.
Let me in, Dreeny
There it
says.
is.
Hi, Dreeny. Okay. Oh, it's not Ravelry. Okay. Hey, Sandrine.
But it's free. It's a free
Oh,
pattern. Laura
okay.
Linneman, she's one of the knit girls. So yeah.
Copy.
She also has a simple sock, Lala simple socks too. So she has a sock pattern too. That's a good beginner sock
Oh,
for learning toe up socks.
okay. Hi, Elaine.
Hi everyone. How are you? How
Okay,
are you
how are
guys?
you?
I'm good,
And
thank
just
you.
letting y'all know, I'm only gonna be on till probably about 7:45 Eastern Standard Time. Once my girl starts getting ready to go.
Okay. That's
Okay.
awesome. Yes, I just came up to support for a little bit. The house is a little quiet. So let me just come up for a little bit. I took a nap today, so I feel really good.
I've
I
been
usually
napping.
don't take naps.
I've been
Well,
sleeping on
y'all
and
got the
off.
sniffles, so that takes a lot out of you having on the
Yeah,
drainage, or are you picking up a I call it the back to school creeping crud.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hook that yarn, asks Juanita. Can I link Bonnie Bay?
yeah.
It's a very simple pattern, and I love it because it's so simple, and it made me happy. Made me feel like, wow, I completed a knitted project on needles because
You got a wrench. You should. There you go.
I did a lot of loom knitting before I started knitting with needles because it wasn't clicking in the brain, but now it's I
Hmm.
guess the brain is getting better.
Hey, Jeannie, I'm new at knitting too. I just started this year. I
Oh,
ma- I made a few. I'm on my second straw, but I made a first straw. I just finished a first straw. I don't know, like a month ago, and then I'm trying to finish this one. And have you
what
ever
pattern?
been to? I'm sorry.
What pattern are you using, may I ask?
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Marley Burr, and this is the Crescent Shaw.
Okay, I know.
It's very easy peasy.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, it's easy to follow. She has a lot of tutorials there for
Yeah,
knitting and crocheting. Mhm.
yeah, she does. Yeah, she does.
So, how you like knitting?
To me, knitting is very relaxing. I really enjoy it. It's more of a relaxing. I'm not always like, oh, I want to hurry up and finish. Since I know it takes long, I guess. So it's like
Yeah,
it's very relaxing. And since my brain is, I feel like I'm like in a cloud, like in a fog lately. Like I can't really concentrate or reading a pattern. So
yeah,
this is like perfect for me because it makes me feel like okay, I'm actually doing something because I can't just lay in bed all day and do nothing. Is that's just not me.
right.
It's
Oh, I hope
it's
she's
you feel
going
better
okay.
soon.
she's showing the scrap
The
scarf.
strap
Oh
scarf.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I had the C and then I had bronchitis and pneumonia.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and today
Well,
I'm having a bad flare up of fibromyalgia, so I'm just like, oh God. I felt like I was getting better one day. I felt, wow,
Well,
okay, and
it's
then all of a
because
sudden,
everything is so stressful, and that stress make your fibromyalgia a flare up. When
yeah,
you're dealing with all that other stuff, your body is weak. That's the thing about COVID. That's why they call it long COVID because it
yeah,
lasts forever because it's triggering other things.
and my sinuses, and then I felt like I couldn't breathe. I was constantly coughing. I couldn't lay the way I normally lay. I mean, this is the worst I've ever been so sick. And I had an pneumonia and bronchitis years ago one time at the same time, and it did not kick me down like this.
oh wow. Well, I pray you get better very soon.
My
Um,
family's feeling better. My husband and my son, they got it and they're feeling fine. I'm the one
oh,
that's
okay. Well, that's good. You know.
yeah, at least, yeah.
Yeah, the symptoms it varies with people, but with
Yeah,
me, I had the symptoms even after the fever and everything else. I still had some of the symptoms for 3 months, and then for almost a whole year, my throat was still like if I drink cold stuff and it
yeah,
goes down my it irritated my throat, it will make me cough. And that went away, thank God, but it lasted like almost a year. And then my grandson, when he had COVID, he had it, of course, when he had it, was like he didn't really have it because it's he barely had symptoms, but he also had the same thing. Like he told me that the his stroke, like if he drink anything cold or anything
mm,
like that, he starts coughing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people with the coughing thing, it's
Hmm.
it's lingered on them. I bought all kinds of holes. I got these new flavored ones. They're good. Honey, honey vanilla. And what I do is with my holes, I got this from Wendy Williams. She boils a cup of hot water. I do it on my kettle, and I fill the water, and then I put 2 or 3 holes in it, and just let it dissolve. And I
Yeah.
drink it, and it just feels so much smoother, soothing on my throat.
Yeah. Put a little bit of, when my mom used, and it works. My mom used to do, I still do it to this day when I have a sore throat, especially.
What
I take a spoon of organic
honey?
Honey.
honey.
Uh
Mm-hmm.
huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
it
have.
works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's even
It'll
better
soothe
if
your
you
throat.
get honey from a local honey producer in your area.
yes, that's what that's exactly what I have. I went to. We have a. I live very country. We have a how you call that? An orchard, and they grow all kinds of stuff, but they have a honey section. Oh my goodness, unbelievable. The lady, she has her bees and it's all natural, so I buy a jar from them every once in a while. I like to have that. I just like honey, period, even if I'm not sick.
Hi, Kivia.
Hi, Kivia, welcome in. Jeannie, where's the baby?
He just left.
Oh, did he? Oh, you told his mama he walked.
Yeah, she couldn't believe it. So once she came in the house, I said, Taylor, stop right here. And she stopped in the middle of the floor. And
Yeah,
I was like this, I had him and we were about this far apart. And he
yeah.
walked from me to her. She was like, Daddy, who told you you could walk? I said, y'all thought something was wrong with his foot. Wasn't that wrong with his foot?
He's just like my son. Well, I thought something was wrong with his because his knee problems. Like I got knee problems. My husband's mom has had double knee surgery, so he wouldn't walk. So I thought something was wrong with his knees because he was so fat and bow-legged. And
Oh,
so we took him to the doctor, and he blessed fit. She shimmied down off on that table and walked straight to us. Like ain't nothing wrong with me, but if you're gonna pick me up, why should I walk?
yeah.
I like it cost me $100 just for us to find ain't nothing wrong with you.
I told Taylor, I said, do not take that boy try to get his feet broke or nothing like that because they're going to mess him up in the long run. I said, it's nothing wrong with him. If he can get in this bouncer and bounce up and down on his feet all the time like he do, it ain't nothing wrong with his feet. And
She
so
just
his,
need to get him
Sometimes
some
some
of those
kids
hard
take
bottom.
longer than others.
You know,
I got him
hard bottom
some. I got him some. Now put them
Yeah.
on him.
Yeah, she bought him the
Yep.
walking shoes. Yeah, exactly.
The
That
walking
helps.
shoes.
Yep.
The best ones are the ones that Disney sells. Those Winnie the Pooh yellow ones, the leather. Those are the
Oh yeah.
best.
Wow,
Those
you went
are they
way
high
back.
top. So
Yeah.
They
they
high
put
top.
more support.
I
to
know. I
ankle.
got him some, but
So it gives
Yeah,
them the ankle support.
yeah,
I bought my kids the Buster Brown ones.
Yeah, I remember, man, those shoes for the
Yeah.
kids for when
yeah.
they start to walk.
The white browns.
Yep.
Yeah. But
Yep.
see, when we were in Texas, you couldn't find none of them nowhere. Nowhere
Mm,
when I was in Texas. So I had to get the wind. His feet were so fat, the top was so fat. Those are the
yeah.
only shoes we could find that his feet would even fit into.
Oh, okay. You had
I
a
was
chunky
like, oh, I hope your feet don't stay like this. So we're gonna have to get custom made shoes for your fat feet. He wore double pairs of socks for a long time until we could find shoes that would go over freaking fat feet.
Oh,
Oh wow.
wow.
That boy Rose had fat Rose that had fat Rose. If you wouldn't know it to look at him now. When he turned 3, he slimmed down like it was almost like overnight. He went from being this big fat roly poly baby to being
Uh-huh.
skinny, and I was like,
Oh.
"Where is my son?"
baby, I was trying to eat me some cereal. Baby, he would not let me try to eat it myself. He said he got to have some too.
Of course. How dare you do that? You
I'm
eating
just
there,
like, really, Aiden?
baby.
No, he just letting you get a few for the goodness out of his heart. Like my granddaughter, it's mine. That's my apple. That's my banana. That's my orange. Grab my orange for me. I'm like, that's my orange. No, peel my orange for me. And then she'll take a bite out. Ew, that's yucky. And then she'll hand it back. Walk on off.
Look.
Oh, that's looking pretty. Is that a light
Mm.
purple and a dark purple, Sandrine?
Yeah.
Pretty, pretty.
Ah,
Yes.
that orchid. Is that the orchid? And that's that aubergine. The eggplant. Do they
Looks
call
like
it eggplant?
eggplant.
Yeah.
This like a this like a
Like
lavender.
a
That
light
looks like the
lavender.
orchid.
It's 1 pound. All I know, I've been took the thing
Yeah,
off.
I have that one, the 1 pound.
Mm-hmm.
See, they got that same one. Only it's the big twist, and they call it soft purple. It looks almost
Yeah, yours looks a little bit more purple, or hers looks a little bit more lighter.
right.
Mm-hmm.
I did my
Elaine,
blanket for my mother that Caron's off that last
okay.
and
Lilac.
we were in Texas. They stopped carrying it in Texas, but got lucky when we went up to New York. She took us to a couple of yarn stores. We
Uh-huh.
found it up there. She said, just buy as much as you need. And so she paid as much as I finished that blanket.
Nice. Now, Elaine, do you knit continental or English?
English.
So
I
you're a
mean,
thrower.
yeah, English. I'm a
So
thrower, yes.
you're a thrower.
Yeah, I go
Okay.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I started. I
Yeah.
haven't tried the other way. This is how I started.
Oh, let me tell you, it took me 2 minutes, not even. A lady from that works at the gas station,
Yeah.
she knits. And one day I went in there and she says, "Oh, you made your top." I said, "Yeah." And then she said, she says, "Do you knit?" I said, "I do, but it's very slow." And she says, "How you do it?" So I said, "Let me get my bag." So I came in and I showed her. She goes, "Oh no, we don't knit like that," because she's from Russia. So she
Okay.
showed me, and I was like, "Stop right there," because it was like fast. Like it just looked faster. So I said,
Yeah.
"Show me one more time." And she showed me, boom, and I got it. And it is faster for me. The continental one is because when I
Yeah.
crochet, I crochet and I always leave this finger up like it's weird. But
Hmm.
it's so much faster for me to knit that way. I could do both now, so I'm actually happy that at least I can do both. But the continental is easier. How about you, Juanita?
I'm a continental.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
much faster. I was like, yes, I finally got it. All these years I tried.
So the continental, is it like when they put the needles, okay, like this, and they just go like this, like really close to the edge?
Yeah, close to the
Okay.
edge. I lean it over my finger. See, I have
Okay.
my finger and I have the yarn there, and I
Mm-hmm.
just leave it there, and then I go in and pick up. Go in and pick up.
Oh, I seen that. Yes.
It's easier instead of it's less hand movement because I wanted to learn Portuguese knitting because of that
Okay.
because it's also faster
Oh,
Well,
okay. I gotta
they
try
hang
that out.
because they hang the yarn
around their neck,
neck,
or they
or they
use a
have a
pin.
pin on their clothes that it'll hang from. So your
Yeah,
yarn is staying in line with what you're working on.
yeah, yeah. You could
Oh,
use a
okay.
special pin, or you could just wrap it around your neck. Um, um,
And
This is not
Priscilla.
this is not
Portuguese
legit.
needles, these are similar actually too. These are the prim.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They're similar to Portuguese needles, except for Portuguese needles, traditional Portuguese needles have little hooks on the end. That's
Oh,
where
I
they
didn't
got
know
that
that.
looking from.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Priscilla from, I forgot her channel name. One day she was knitting, and I'm like, what is she doing? And it was around her neck. I'd never seen it.
Mhm.
So I sent her an email. She told me it's Portuguese knitting. And then I went looking it up, and I was like very impressed by it.
And you can also look up Peruvian knitting when it comes to when they do the purling and stuff.
Yeah.
I couldn't pick it. I couldn't catch on to it, but I wasn't really paying attention either. But the Norwegian knitting, they do the pearl, so they have to flip sides.
Oh, I heard about
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah. I don't mind flipping the sides because it helps me keep track of what row I'm not one of those people who like so into it that I have memorized everything. Like it kills me when people are sitting there and they have memorized parts of the chart. I'm looking at them like,
Oh,
that
yeah.
ain't gonna happen. That is not gonna happen today. But yeah, I do. They it's continental, but my friend says it's lever. Like I'm using like a lever.
Oh,
She said because
Yeah, I
most
watch.
like I have it like this. I usually have it to the side, and I go out and go in.
mm.
Hard to do when you show somebody. I do it like
And this,
that from side to side.
Somebody gonna teach me one day.
yeah, me.
So she says lever is lever. What I do is lever knitting, but because I crochet, I hold it the same way I do my hook. So that's what's comfortable to me.
Yeah, that's why this is comfortable to me too.
Hmm. And the people need to understand you don't have to do it the same way somebody else does it. As long as
Hmm.
you're getting the stitches, that's all that's important. You
That's
do
what
it
I'm.
what's comfortable to you because your
Yes,
body is doing it that way so a long period of time. So you're
ex-
not fatiguing your body. Your body is finding a way for you to actually be comfortable while you're crocheting or whatever. So only time I ever have problems with my hands feel stiff or my like this finger will actually sometimes it'll lock is
lock.
because if I'm trying to use bulky yarn. I don't use bulky yarn.
I love bulky yarn. That's my favorite. That's what I'm using now, and for
That's what I'm
crochet.
saying. Everybody has what they
But
like, and what
yeah,
what they do.
yeah.
Bulky yarn makes hurts my hands, so I don't mess with it.
You know what does that to my hands? Thread. Thread kills my hands. So yeah, you're right, and that's what
Mhm.
I tell people too with crocheting. There's no right way of holding the hook or this or that. No,
Mm-mm.
it's what works for you.
For you.
As long as you could make your project, you don't
Mhm.
have to crochet like so and so. That's what works for you. That's what your hands, the movements that you could, and it's comfortable. You're good.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah, I do too, Jatin. I like the continental.
I almost want to go live, but I'm not.
Yeah, you gonna go live after I get off. Y'all gotta keep me company
No, I'm
while
gonna
I'm
go to.
playing the
I
game.
might. I'll probably go tomorrow.
Keep me company while I'm playing the game.
Mm-mm. I got to watch that because I ain't finna be on here tonight.
Cause I went back and I watched Dreenie's, not Dreenie's, but Crochet. What's that child name? The other genie, the Dreams genie. I went back to watch
Butterfly.
that video,
Oh yeah.
and I was like, I missed everything, cause I was so into that raid, I wasn't paying attention to what was going on in chat. I'm like, people probably talking to me and stuff. So I went back
I
looking
think
at,
that's the day that I said to you I got your
yeah,
Oh,
yarn. That's
Mama J
probably
told me to show you this. She told me to email it to you, but I was like, I ain't
okay.
show it to you.
what is it?
This for Juanita. I mean, it
Oh,
don't
okay,
matter. It
Juanita.
don't matter. Y'all can see it.
Oh, she
Oh,
did a
she
two
did.
color
Yep,
blanket.
the
Oh,
granny.
nice,
Yeah, nice.
very nice.
Yeah,
Yep.
I made a top using that stitch.
And I'm gonna be showing y'all how to do a poncho using that stitch. We're
Ooh, a
gonna do a
poncho.
live tutorial probably Friday when I get off from work, because I don't think I'm scheduled for no raise on Friday.
Is it gonna be a poncho V poncho?
Yeah, like the
Oh, okay.
same, just like what I made for the teddy bears. But it's you're gonna make it for you, for an adult,
Oh, okay.
and you're gonna have a you could do a
Take me
cow
off
neck
this thing
or you
solo.
could do a turtleneck. This is like the one I made for the
Oh,
Wait, fell
oh,
out the
where'd she
window.
go? She threw herself out the window.
She
other
did.
one.
There she go.
I was trying to click that solo layout thing. Okay, there we go. See?
I like that. I
Me
like
too.
that
It's
one.
pretty.
Yeah,
So you can do the real neck, or you can do a
yeah.
cow neck. It depends on how you want your neck. And you won't live no more, mosquito. Them little black ones is them things is fast, and you open the door, you shut the door, you say
They be
okay,
right in there.
they
Yep.
right there behind you. But yeah, this
Yeah,
is so
that's
cute
pretty. I would like that as a
as
with
a
a higher
poncho.
neck
Yep.
to put under my jacket. Yeah, nice.
hmm So we're gonna do a live poncho cast on along, I guess.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
that'd
And
be nice.
well,
When you're gonna
I'm
plan to
down.
do that?
yep, Friday after I got off from work. I get off from work at 4:30 Eastern.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Because
Oh, that's
I was following some of the Spanish knitters, and I was thinking of doing the small ponchos, but she does with the higher neck thing right here.
yeah,
hmm
You know, for me, it won't be so high. I gotta have it loose because then I'll suffocate. I just can't have
Yeah.
something
yeah. Me
sticking
too.
up.
That's what I'm saying. You just change the amount of your chain. Um, like for instance, the poncho that you have, you take that poncho and you say, well, okay, I need it to, instead of being down here, I need it to come up to here on my neck. So
Mm,
what
Yes.
you need to do is you need to take safety pin and pin off the excess, and then count the stitches that you actually need. That way
mm,
you know how
Okay.
many stitches to cast on, because this is gonna be from the neck down. Your poncho is gonna be from the neck down. It's not one of those you fold and sew up. It's gonna be
Right.
one. So then you know, well, okay, I had 140 stitches. That's way too much. I don't. It's ending up right here on my shoulders. So now let me take it down to 96 stitches and see how that fits. Just go ahead and
mhm,
chain 96 stitches and join it with a slip knot, and then put it on your neck. Have your daughter hold the back where you want it to be at in the back. How far you want it to be in the back. Have her put a finger on it. And then you can
mhm.
tell the way it's laying. If it's too big, no, that's you're gonna say, well, no, that's still too wide. And then you
Okay.
Yeah.
now another stitches. Do it in 10 stitch increments until you get the perfect circle with the
Yes.
circle to lay it on your body. Do it in 10 stitch increments.
Oh,
But
it's
you
gonna be
need to
knit or is it
count.
gonna be crochet?
It's crochet.
Crochet.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's. I was
Yeah,
just gonna say it's a crochet poncho, 2 panels.
yeah. No, it's no panels. It's a single
It
piece.
just it's a
Oh no,
single
the one
piece.
I made, the
Oh,
purple
the
one
one
I
you did
made.
was 2 panels. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. No, that's what I'm saying. Just count. The net going
Okay.
around, count. And see how many chains or stitches is at the top.
Okay.
And then
Yeah,
you
that's
say,
how
well,
they do it. They knit it
yeah,
from the top to the bottom.
top down. And
Okay.
then you say, so 96, a lot of people start with anywhere from 88 stitches to 98 stitches. But since we're going to be putting the ribbing up there, we're going to probably be starting it off at about 80 stitches, 76 to 80 stitches, because
Okay.
you're going to have your ribbing up there at the top. Now you can make the ribbing as long as you want it. If you like having a turtleneck that you can fold down, then you can do the ribbing longer, 6 inches or
Yeah,
more.
yeah, yeah,
If you
yeah,
like having like a short, like little short 2 or 3 rows of ribbing,
Like this.
Yeah.
it's your
Like this.
comfort level. Yeah,
yeah. Short ribbon.
yeah. So, and
Okay.
then once you finish with the ribbing, then that's when we'll start the actual pattern, going into the pattern and doing our increases. And then we'll get into the pattern, doing our
Okay.
increases. It just keeps
Okay.
getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
I would like to
Okay.
make one like that, but I would like mine. I would like to make one where it's like the rectangle
hmm
on both
Oh, the
sides.
rectangle, and then you sew
Yeah,
it.
rectangle. Yeah, rectangle or squared.
hmm
So this way, I would like it just to make it just right on my waist, so I could put it under and then just put. Because I don't. In the winter time, I'm always hot, so I
hmm
usually wear like a. I don't wear those heavy coats, but I like to. I'll put one of those and a sweater on, so at least it's not. I don't like when the point is like sticking out. It just makes me. I don't know. I have a
See,
thing
like,
about.
This,
mine
this
is rectangle. They're 2 rectangles sewed together.
Oh,
see this poncho. This is what I wear during the wintertime. Because
oh, you're a hot person like me then.
yeah, because it don't get that cold. It don't get that cold. We might get snow every once in a while. If we get snow, then I put a long sleeve shirt on up on it, or a light jacket. But I'm not putting like no. I don't have no heavy coats.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
This sucker is warm enough. But
Let's see.
this is
That's
how.
pretty. I like the colors.
Yeah.
So this is how I fall, and I'm only 5'4", so it comes
Yeah,
down
Howdy.
to my knees. So it's
you're
like
taller than
walking
I
around in
am.
a blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, yeah.
See, that looks like my rainbow poncho. I made a rainbow poncho last year, and just like Jeannie, I didn't have to wear a coat that much. That rainbow poncho is
They
bigger
don't
than this
warm.
poncho.
People don't
I don't know if you
understand how
guys seen my
warm
rainbow
acrylic
one.
is. Where's the way the acrylic is warm? This
Yeah,
Yes,
it
is
is.
yes,
remember when Joann's had that Lux buttercream yarn?
yes,
Yeah,
Yeah. So this was that, it was like a boucle. It's a boucle yarn. So
yeah.
this
I
is
have
like
some.
the shiny one is the black sparkle from Hobby Lobby. And I held it double with that Lux poncho, that Lux buttercream yarn from
Yeah,
Joann's. Because it made me think of looking at the
I like that.
nebulas from the Hubble telescope. So that's why I called it my nebula poncho. And
Yeah,
I
I
made
like
a
the way that looks. Those two yarns together. That
and
looks
I
neat.
made a good bit of money from people who saw this at my job and wanted one.
Oh,
Mm.
that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Hi, Kim. Yeah, I made a poncho with that same yarn from Hobby Lobby, the black sparkle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I made a poncho, but the pattern was from Blue Eye Style. Blue Eye
Oh,
Style.
she's from
Yeah,
Canada.
from Canada. Yeah,
I like her, and she knits.
yeah,
She's just learning to knit, but she's banging out sweaters like it's going out of style. She's way
yes,
ahead of me.
yeah. She started to knit.
Yeah,
Um, but
she's a thing, so she could work up the sweaters faster.
oh yeah, yeah. She's been doing it for a few months now, for a little bit. I think
Yeah.
some of her people, because she has a Etsy shop, so I think some of her customers were asking for garments that didn't have too many holes, so she started knitting.
Oh, okay.
But she talks about it in her channel. But
Yeah,
yeah, but she's the patterns that she's doing is beautiful. I
yeah.
would like to do that, like Norwegian style.
Yes.
Up there from Ireland. You
Yep.
know, that style right here, that
One
pattern
day.
right here.
What is your
Yes.
favorite knitting needles, Elaine?
Well, I like number 8 so far.
What brand is your favorite brand? Do you
Oh,
like?
I love Clover.
I like the
But the Clover bamboo one is out of the needles I have, that's my favorite. It's just it is
yeah,
I have to say it's great for beginners because the
yeah.
work
It
just
is.
flies.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and it helps. It helps because it for slower it does help. If you want something faster, you have to go metal. But yeah, I use those and I love my chow goose. Love, love, love. They're expensive, but let me tell you, I love them. They're the best. For
Oh,
um
okay.
the metal ones. Now I'm gonna invest and buy me a set of the chow goo bamboos. Their wire,
Oh, okay.
the cable is really good. It's good, has good memory. That's the best part of it too.
I got in some I got into Clover because you guys got to keep it like around this time of year. I think I got it. No, it was after Halloween, and they had the Halloween stuff up on clearance on Michaels. I got them on clearance. I got me like 5 different pairs,
Yeah,
and I got the one with the. I got 2 with the circulars, and the other ones didn't have the circulars. But then I needed a bigger one for the shawl. For the shawl, I had to buy more needles because the bamboo one was uh was 31 inches, and this one is close to 40. So I first started knitting these shawls on the bamboo ones, but it wasn't gonna fit. So
yeah,
I
yeah,
got these metal ones. At first, I was upset when I got them. I didn't want to get expensive because I already had needles.
yeah,
But so I went to Amazon,
yeah.
and these are a set. And I think I would like to say I paid 8 something for them. And I think it was like a pack of different sizes. I think a pack of 6 or 8 in them. But
Oh,
at first when they got to me, I was upset because they were bent, right here a little bit, and none of them had the size of the needles.
I bought needles like that before.
And yeah, and so I had to compare these with the bamboo ones I had. And so that's how I know what size they are.
You
But
don't have
I
a
was
needle pager?
no, I have to
No,
get one. Somebody
that's
told me to get
very
one.
inexpensive. They're like $1, $2. Yeah,
Yeah.
they sell them at
Okay.
my,
Yeah.
and you could just use that. Yeah, yeah, that
Yeah.
also helps.
But I
Hi,
love
Bobby.
these. I love these, even though they're cheapies. They work really good.
Whatever works. You don't need nothing expensive.
But
Like
I wanted, yeah, but I wanted in the one that you could change the wires, the needle.
interchangeable. Yeah, this is
I
interchangeable. Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's the best way to go because it'll be cheaper. Even though you're paying a lot of money, but still, you never have to buy needles again.
yeah, yeah. Unless you're gonna have something else on your hook, but I like the interchangeables. That's what these are. I also have a
Juanita, you
special.
got to get off now.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to get off. They act me
Oh,
fool.
okay.
Oh, okay.
So one of y'all need to do a live so I can have I listen to y'all and I do the liking stuff
I might go. I might go ahead. I might go ahead and jump on.
while
I'm
I'm
gonna go
All
ahead and
gaming.
right,
jump
jump
on.
on. All right,
Okay.
jump on.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Good night. Thank you,
Good night.
Juanita.
Have a good night.
Good
All right,
night,
guys,
y'all.
take care.
Bye.